Hello comrades, my name is GameCubeDude, and today I'll be talking about everything wrong with the notorious SML character, Jeffy. Fun fact, I ended up scrapping the original version of this video because it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, and because I thought of something else major I wanted to say. This time, however, I'm gonna do this right. So let's get started. Jeffy can be so damn repetitive at times. Like, how many times have we heard him say, "What doing?" Or, "I don't even know." Or say, "What are you doing?" Or the most overused, "Why? Why? 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 Why?" Seriously, do people still find this funny? It's been overused to the point of just being stale. Also, it doesn't help that Jeffy often uses the most childish level of toilet humor imaginable, which honestly comes off as just uncomfortable to watch.
Jeffy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to watch the poop come out, Daddy.
If you honestly enjoy watching a kid crap himself, or do that, you have problems. Sure, it can be funny one or two times, but after it being used in every Jeffy video, don't you feel like it's gotten boring? Or gross? A lot of Jeffy videos are just rehashes of Bowser Jr. videos. Bowser Jr.'s homework, Jeffy's homework, Bowser Jr. gets potty trained, Jeffy gets potty trained, Bowser Jr.'s birthday, Jeffy's birthday, Bowser Jr.'s cell phone, Jeffy's cell phone. Do you see what I mean here? Now, to be fair, at least some of these videos take the concepts in different directions. But sometimes, it's the exact same thing. Jeffy's cell phone is a ripoff of Bowser Jr.'s cell phone. Bowser Jr. gets a cell phone and prank calls people with it. Jeffy gets a cell phone and prank calls people with it. You can repeat concepts if done right, but you can't just repeat what happens. Speaking of Bowser Jr., many people have been saying that Jeffy is becoming the new Bowser Jr. Let's discuss that for a little bit. It is true that Jr. used to be a very obnoxious character, with the majority of his videos involve him torturing Chef Pee-Pee. But over time, Logan improved the character bit by bit until we've gotten to what I'd say is a reasonable level for Jr. In my personal opinion, I think the breaking point of Jr. becoming a good character instead of just a tolerable character was when Cody and Joseph were added into the main cast. Jr. picks on them, but they pick on him back. It never feels like a one-sided situation. But the same cannot be said for Jeffy. It's always one-sided with Jeffy. This brings us into the next topic, how Mario is used like a punching bag. One of Jeffy's most major flaws is how his character is almost entirely based on making Mario's life a living hell. Let me give you an example. Can you tell me how many videos Jeffy's in where Mario isn't affected in some way? Here's the answer. None! There is literally not one video centered around Jeffy where Mario isn't forced to get involved in some way. And the things Mario gets stuck in because of Jeffy just makes me feel bad for Mario. Jeffy has gotten Mario beat up, arrested, locked out of his own house, attacked by sharks, and the list goes on. But the thing I feel the most bad for Mario about is how he ended up with Jeffy in the first place. One day, Mario had a random kid dumped at his house who caused nothing but problems while at Mario's house. And when the people who are supposed to help arrive, they say Mario doesn't have a choice and must keep him, even though Mario never wanted anything to do with him in the first place. That is not only the biggest case of child neglect I've ever heard of, that's ruthlessly unfair to Mario. This is a part I have to include because it really shows how amazing the ignorance of fanboys can be sometimes. Some people actually say that Mario deserves everything he gets cause he's selfish and mean to Jeffy. Well, don't forget, Jeffy is the one who instigates everything bad Mario does. Watch any video where these people say Mario's mean to Jeffy, and I guarantee you Jeffy will be the one who makes the dick move first. What really grinds my gears about this pathetic argument is how hypocritical it is. People say Mario's a bad character because he's selfish. You mean just like Bowser, Chef Pee-Pee, Black Yoshi, and Bowser Jr.? Why is it that only Mario gets attacked for being selfish when these characters often do things way more selfish than he does? I'll tell you why. Because the Jeffy fanboys are the most brain dead of the entire SML community. These maniacs will defend Jeffy no matter what, even when it's so obvious he's in the wrong, and they get triggered every time they hear something negative about their favorite character. The video where I confess that I don't like Jeffy has a 1-to-3 ratio of dislikes. It just goes to show how oversensitive these people really are. If you're a Jeffy fanboy, I have something to tell you. There is these things called opinions. Either learn that people will always have different ones and that you don't have to agree, but you should at least accept them, or go fuck a sea urchin. Look, if you like Jeffy, good for you. If you hate Jeffy, good for you. And whether you hate him or love him, if you're so sensitive about your opinion on Jeffy that you have to attack other people who disagree with you, go fuck yourself and then go die. This is something I have to address because I actually used to defend Jeffy on this point, but things have changed. Some people say Jeffy's bad because he's offensive to disabled people. The thing about that is, Logan has stated in the past that Jeffy isn't actually disabled, he's just stupid. But the videos say otherwise. In SML movie Jeffy's Homework, a superintendent from special needs schooling comes to inform Mario that he needs to teach Jeffy basic stuff. Let me repeat that. A superintendent from special needs schooling. I don't know why someone like that would have to come visit a stupid kid. Maybe that's because when you actually look at Jeffy, it appears to be a bit more complicated than him just being stupid. Jeffy looks like he's deformed. He talks like he has a speech problem. He acts like he can't control a lot of what he does. All characteristics of disabled people. And do I even need to go into the fact that he shoves pencils up his nose, wears a helmet for no reason, craps himself all the time, and that? But if none of this convinces you, this will. In SML movie Jeffy's Stupid Home Video, it is confirmed that Jeffy is a mentally disabled child.
Is that a grown man beating a mentally disabled kid with a hammer? It's mentally disabled kid, mentally disabled kid, mentally disabled kid, mentally disabled kid.
Logan, you can't hide behind this whole Jeffy is just stupid thing anymore. I'm sure you didn't mean anything malicious when you made Jeffy, but you need to understand this is crossing the line at this point. When it comes down to it, the damage has been done. Only Logan can decide what happens next. At this point, I feel like the safest thing Logan can do is get rid of Jeffy. If the wrong person ends up seeing this, it could severely damage Logan's reputation. However, Logan, if you decide to take your chances with Jeffy, which I strongly do not recommend, here's some suggestions I'll give. My first suggestion would be to stop making the Jeffy videos so one-sided whenever Mario is involved. Always taking one character's side will turn audiences away from that character and cause more dislike towards him. That's actually exactly what happened to me with Jeffy's Bad Word or Locked Out. What you should try and do is come up with scenarios where they both benefit or go through detriment together. Don't always lean towards one side. Second suggestion, why does Jeffy always have to be around Mario? Why don't we see him interact with more characters? We saw how well things went for Game Night 4 and Shrek the Babysitter. Having different characters interact with each other opens all kinds of possibilities. In fact, this could be more or less a suggestion for the entire channel. Try making some random combinations of character interactions. Woody and Bowser, Junior and Mario, Black Yoshi and Cody. You're a smart guy, Logan. I know you can find a way to make all these work. You have options. Don't overlook any of them. In the end, Jeffy is still my least favorite SML character. He's obnoxious, repetitive, and offensive. But maybe there's a chance. Logan, if you're watching this, thanks for making such great content over the years, and I hope you'll at least think about what I've said. As for the rest of you, thank you for watching. Peace out, my YouTube comrades.